Hey there, Wastelanders, it's Brother Mike, and thank you so much for joining me. Today, we're going to be talking about the Fallout Fandom, and I've narrowed it down into 6 different categories. The lore purist, the Fallout show fans, New Vegas loyalists, the classic fans, Fallout 76 loyalists, and of course, just the overall Bethesda fan. Now, of course, there are many, many more different types of fans, but I want to talk about these 6 different groups today. So why don't you come and join me and let's go on a walk and talk about these different fandoms. So we all know someone that is a part of one of these fandoms. Now, I myself call myself a lore purist. I try and understand every single different part of lore, and a lot of people are like this. Now, a lot of lore purists can be New Vegas loyalists or classic Fallout fans, and that's just because they love the world of Fallout. Now, me personally, I love every Fallout game, but there's some people who don't like them. If that's not having options, a variety of options in Fallout 4, or how some people didn't like a little bit of the clunkiness in Fallout 3, but the story in Fallout New Vegas, lore purists are everywhere within the fandom, and they make up a bulk of this community, as I am one myself. Now, the ones that speak the loudest, the quiet majority, the New Vegas loyalists. Now, we all know someone who will defend Vegas and potentially even the Legion till they die. Now, a lot of these New Vegas loyalists also absolutely love the Legion. Well, there are a lot of things to like about them. Me, myself, respect the Legion and what Caesar has, but some of these people take it too far. And on the other side, there's the NCR fanatics who love them from the earlier games and seeing what they turned into and love Fallout because of that and can't accept any other game, which is your opinion. And everyone is, you have a right to your opinion. Now, Fallout New Vegas fans, the loyalists, usually only play Fallout New Vegas. Now, they do play the classic games a lot, but these are the people that have been defending New Vegas, hated everything Fallout 4 did, hated everything the show did to New Vegas especially, and aren't the biggest fans of 76. And speaking about Fallout 76, the Fallout 76 loyalists. These people, now, usually in my meeting people, they're all sorts of fans. They love the earlier games, and they love that they can play now with their friends and such. And there's some people who really only got introduced to Fallout through Fallout 76, which is a great way to be introduced. Now, yes, there's a lot of stigmatism around Fallout 76, but this is one of the strongest communities, I'd say, and also one of the nicest. You can go into the Reddit or into many different Discords, and you can find people willing to help you with anything and everything in Fallout 76. These are also some of the biggest fans of the Fallout games because they get to see new things introduced every season, which is lovely. And while, yes, Fallout 76 has this stigmatism over it, it is a good game. And the story is pretty cool in the atmosphere. Now, yes, some of the bosses, some of the fights you do are a little bigger than ordinary, but it's an MMO at the end of the day. What more could they do? And this leads in to the Fallout show fans. Now, these are people that never really played the games, or they loosely played 3 when it came out, a little bit of 4, but they loved the Fallout show, and now they're being introduced to this amazing community. Now, while these people don't know everything about the lore, they're eager to know more, and I love interacting with Fallout show fans because they have so many questions about the world, and when they learn what there's there to be learnt, they want to go into those games. They want to dive into these games, and it's honestly one of the best and favorite things that has come out of this show are all of these new fans learning, wanting to know more, and honestly, without the Fallout show, my channel wouldn't be where it's at today. So, yeah, and I don't blame them. Even though Fallout Season 2 was a little rocky, it was still good. These are the new guys, and a lot of them don't know lore and will say things that they've seen other creators push out, and instead of going, oh, you're an idiot, you're stupid, just send them a link to a video with the actual lore. Be nice to them about it, because these are the future Fallout fans, and we don't want to scare them off. Now, speaking of not so future Fallout fans, the classic Fallout fans. Now, a lot of the classic Fallout fans, while loving New Vegas, do not like a lot of the other games because they feel it has lost the feel of the first two Fallouts. Now, these are drastically different games set in the same setting, but from a different perspective. And I can see from a lot of people's point of views how it'd be hard to get into these earlier games and kind of understand them as a whole. But there's a lot of lore and good stories to be had. Once you actually learn how to play the game in the first part, because the first one's pretty hard at doing that, these games can actually be pretty fun, and they have a lot more roleplay choices and impact on what you do in the Wasteland. And honestly, these are some of the die-hard fans, and not all classic Fallout fans hate the new Fallouts. A lot of them love it. They love to see where this show has gone. But, and this comes with a big but, a lot of them are hurt by the way their games have been kind of portrayed and shown in the Fallout show, which is honestly valid because they have kind of been doing them dirty as of late. But hopefully in this new season, we'll get some hints at some past games or even the tactics game. I am shoehorning this in with the classic Fallout fans because, while it did come out earlier, a lot of classic Fallout fans either hate it or they absolutely love it. And I know a lot of my fans, shout out Swiftic, love tactics, and I really want to go and play it through. It's the only one that I have not played or looked into, and there's a lot of cool stuff there. Now, yes, it's been retconned, but a lot of their lore has been used in different parts of the Fallout games, and I would love to see more of that in the future. And now it brings us to the classic, just overall Bethesda fans. These people love Skyrim, they love Doom, they loved Oblivion, and they love what they're doing with the Fallout series. Now, a lot of the fandom is just made up of these casual players. They've been playing these games since they were little kids, just like a lot of us. And they make up the bulk of the community. They may not know all the lore, they may not know all the different factions, but they love the world of Fallout. And that's the best type of fan to be. All of us start off as one of these fans when we start, and a lot of it is just the straight up Bethesda fan. We found a game. My first game was Fallout 4, and that introduced me into this whole entire genre. And I fell in love with Fallout 4, and then I fell in love with Fallout 3 and New Vegas and even the first two games. And 76, well, it did have a bumpy start, and I was there for that bumpy start. Oh my, I spent days looking for ammo just to use it all up in 2 seconds, but that's Fallout. You're going to get a little bit of jank with it, but the lore, the world they build has made such a beautiful fandom. And if there's one thing to take away from this video, it doesn't matter what type of Fallout fan you are. We all love Fallout, and we should all get along no matter what. And that's something that I feel has kind of been lost in translation, because Fallout fans, and especially New Vegas and some of the classic fan loyalists, aren't the best at taking in other people's opinions, you could say. I'm not throwing shade on anyone in particular, but people can have their own opinions. But that's the thing, it's their opinion. You don't have to destroy their opinion because you like something more. Each game has something special to offer to every single person who plays it. Whether you love the NCR, whether you hate the NCR and love the Legion, or maybe you love Mr. House like I do so much, but can see that these other factions have a lot to be liked about them and how they act and such, or even with the Brotherhood of Steel and everything. It's just the best part about the Fallout community. It isn't the games, but it's the fans. It's being able to share your theories and talk about the games, what you like, what you don't like. And I've had conversations with other YouTubers, shout out Balaclava Gaming, in the past, who really doesn't like Fallout 4 or some of the later games, but can respect some of the story and such that was in it. And if you want to see a cool live, if you go back in my lives, I think me and him have a discussion, and I want to do more discussions about Fallout and such. So if you're a creator, bigger or smaller than me, and you want to talk about Fallout, you want to debate about something in Fallout, let me know. I want to debate more of you. Or if you're just a viewer that wants to get a theory across. Let me know. I'll have the link to my Discord down below where you can talk about Fallout with other Fallout-minded individuals. It's a safe place. We don't want anyone getting too angry about their opinions and such, but we make sure it's a safe place. So why don't you consider joining us? And if you enjoyed this walk today with me talking about the crazy fans of Fallout, because I will say something for certain, Fallout fans, I'd say 80% of the time, are crazy. And it's because we fell in love with these worlds. It's a role-playing game, and you can put yourself in these people's shoes. The sole survivor, the lone wanderer, the courier, the chosen one. There are I forget what they call you in 76. But you know what I'm saying. These games are something to be loved. And the only thing that keeps it going is us, the community. So instead of fighting over each other's opinions, why don't you debate about it? Why don't you talk about it? Because I've talked to people and seen the way they've seen how Fallout 4 may take away dialogue options. And I have grown to see, yeah, that is a valid argument. The choices in Fallout 4 are kind of lackluster compared to the other games where you may have 9 different types of ways to respond to one comment that leads down 3 different types of storylines, which still happens, but you don't have that personalized feeling. Or how in Fallout 3, if you really look into the story, it's a little bit half-baked compared to Fallout New Vegas. Or how 76, while yes, it is a part of the lore, kind of stretches it a little bit and makes some things larger than life. But that's Fallout. It's larger than life. All of this is larger than life. And so the next time you're in a comment section or you're arguing with someone about Fallout, first think, is what I'm saying nice? And is what I'm saying going to benefit the other person or show them my opinion? Because if it's not, it's better not said. Because why be negative with a fandom as loving and as caring as the Fallout fandom? So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And if you enjoyed it and you aren't subscribed, why don't you consider subscribing? And why don't you hit that like button and maybe even press the hype button a little bit? But yeah, I will be live later tonight. And if you're watching this, I'm probably live right now. So with all that being said, you don't forget, you are cared for, you are loved, and you stay safe out there, Wastelanders.